Tucker, I don't think having sex with a fish is really what they call catfishing.
Welcome to the Guys Review, where we review media, products, and experiences. Well, you've heard
Out
it.
of fucking left field.
Speaking of, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's technically a fish, but Tucker sex tape. I've waited so many weeks for you to be here to play this.
I greatly appreciate it every time I hear it. I'm just glad there's no visual to go with it. Are you in yet?
My I've already finished.
Well, you see, because she's like 300 pounds, she can't feel it.
She can't feel it. Yeah, that's not a tiny dick joke. That's a she's a whale joke. My name is Steven. I'm one of your three co-hosts. Together with me today are Trey and Tucker. Say hello, fellas.
Hello.
How's it going?
Chris is not here. He's on some family trip or something. Some dumb bullshit. So
Gumbo fest, man.
I know, right? It's the gumbo
I'm
fest.
actually kind of jealous of that, to be honest.
I'm not. That's 6 different types of diarrhea all in one bowl.
Gumbo is awesome, truthfully. Today we're going to be doing the movie She's Out of My League. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about ourselves and tell each other how our weeks were. Trey, would you like to go first, sir?
Yes.
Well, you're not going to because I am. So my week was all right. not really anything. I do want to share this, though. Trey got me one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me. We are both big fans of the TV show The In-Betweeners, which is, if you have not seen it, it's this British coming-of-age show. These guys are in high school, and it's offensive as hell. It's
funny.
It's hilarious.
It's one of the best
It's one of the best.
ever.
I've watched it, I don't know how many times. So one of the main cast or crew or whatever, he does the cameos, which is, Trey sent him a script basically or some ideas, and
I said one thing.
Did you really?
And he did the rest.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
He's a true professional.
So, where is it?
Unlike Steven.
Unlike me.
It's all right.
Oh, wait, no, I know where it is.
It's
Sorry.
in there, though.
Here we go.
All right, Stephen. How's it going, you dickhead? Now, your friend, Hendrix, which I'll move on to Hendrix in a second. I'm named after a guitarist. My dad was such a big fan of Jimi Hendrix. I'm now called Hendrix. Anyway, you've got a stupid name, Hendrix. Stephen, Hendrix has been telling me all about it. You sound fucking tragic. I gotta be honest, right? But don't you worry, because I'm going to turn you into a legend. I'm going to take you down the caravan club. I'm going to teach you how to put the balls in. I'm going to teach you the one-pump ball.
Put the balls in.
Bring some wellies, because even you, 5 foot tall, will need some wellies, because you'll be knee-deep in clunge. But until then, mate, stop being such a bus wanker. All the best, Stephen.
That's awesome. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Thank you, Trey.
Did you say it cost you like $100 or something?
Nah, 57.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's worth it.
That was, yes.
That was worth it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that a lot last night, and
now it's memorialized on the internet forever.
And now it's going to be out there forever. Not the video, but at least we'll have the audio.
Well, on Cameo, you can pull up the ones he does for other people too. So
you can watch other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I've never really looked at it. So beyond that, the only other thing that really happened this week, we got together last night with everyone. They had a food truck thing in downtown Opelika, which is our neighboring town, and we all went out there and had food truck. Trying to think, nothing really.
Had
else.
A couple of beers.
Had a couple of beers
at the brewery.
Yep, first time I've ever been to Red Clay.
Yep.
So, but yeah, so pretty decent. Trey, how about you, buddy? Your turn.
That's
right after Tucker.
Oh. All right. That's fine. I mean, I really need to close with mine anyways.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh shit, they have a story coming up.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know why I'm just fucking with you today.
But I'm gonna make this quick. It was a busy week, but other than that, nothing really happened.
Yep, fair enough. All right, there we go, Trey. Finally, your turn.
Is there anyone else you'd like to?
After Chris. Chris is calling in, everyone. He's calling from the beach. No, I'll let you go. I'm not even going to yell at you.
That's all right. I mean, it's
Tucker might though.
The funny thing is, I decided this week that I'm going to run for.
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm going to run for county coroner.
Learn how to fucking drive.
Yeah, it's a very important position.
County coroner.
I'd like to address this with a bit of professionalism.
I just want to make a point here, okay? Before you go any further, this is coming from the guy that won't even change his own kid's shit diaper.
Fair.
But he wants to go to a scene where you have a person that has been dead for 3 weeks, that has evacuated everything in their body, and load them in a body bag.
Yeah, I'm not wiping them down though.
I'm just saying.
I'd pay. I don't want to see that, but I will pay money to see that.
Apparently, I can deputize other. Like,
You can.
deputy
There are
coroners.
deputy coroners.
Yeah, Steven. What's up?
I don't know, man. What's the pay for something like that? Because
For
it's going to have to be a
for
lot.
deputy coroner?
Yeah, probably free.
Oof.
I mean, I could probably.
Well,
pay you
the
like,
coroner
I could pay you
doesn't
like-
make much.
Yeah, I
so
could pay you like minimum wage
the
probably.
deputy is probably looking somewhere around
Yeah,
10, 12
I'll think
bucks
about
an hour.
passing on that. So,
All right, your loss.
well, congratulations for your announcement.
Thank you.
Political aspirations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
what do you run as a party?
Yeah, you have to be registered to vote. So like supposedly some point in my life I registered as a Republican, so
Okay.
I'll be on the Republican ticket.
I mean,
And-
it's South Alabama, so it's pretty strong there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the
And-
incumbent a registered Republican, or do you know?
I would imagine so.
He is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
But all he has to do to derail Trey's political aspirations is go listen to their
That's
podcast.
true.
well, Trey and Hendrix are two different people.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Trey.
That's right.
So what is your platform?
That I will not be fucking dead bodies.
You're not trying to imply anything here, are you?
I mean, I'm just saying that you can trust me not to fuck dead bodies.
Jesus Christ.
I will not do it. I don't care what anyone else does. I will not do it. I'm above it.
That's your whole
That's your platform.
platform.
Well, I mean, if it's your, significant other, like you don't want some other person fucking that corpse.
Well, you just said you were above them, so
I'm above that.
above them, but the distance changes.
yeah.
I mean, depending on if they're small, I mean, I guess you could hold them on top of you. But I mean, like, once again, I am still above it.
Then you'd be below it.
Yeah, technically you'd be below it.
I'm below a lot of things.
Yeah, I would imagine you being.
I'm like-
I would imagine you being a very lazy lovemaker.
But here's the thing, though. Like, while
He's always on bottom.
While I'm below a lot of things, Tucker has below a lot of people.
That's technically true. I think we're on 36
Like
or
your
37. Hey, what do you like more, gay uncle jokes or whale jokes?
I mean, I could do without either one.
Yeah, well, you're not going to do that. Either one. All right, moving on. We have fan mail.
Hang on, I got a question. Tucker, technically, does Casey qualify as a whale
Just a wall.
or just a planet with a gravitational pull?
Jesus Christ.
Is that who this is? Casey. Let me gargle your balls.
Who do we have fan mail from this week?
You're not getting fan mail. You're not getting out of the song. I don't care if Trey interrupts me. I'm still going to play the song.
Yeah, it's a goddamn great song.
I made that song. Well, I didn't make the song. I made the second half of it.
Yeah.
Not the point.
You made the
Actually,
one word.
You copyright
Not the point.
for
Here.
that?
All right, we actually have three. One is we'll do the first one, which is Daniel. Daniel wrote to us, play the fan mail tone to annoy Tucker, which I've already done.
Thank you.
Skipped around and caught up on the current episode. Sad that all four of you couldn't argue who the two bitches are, but at least I know the truth. Since y'all are looking for other experiences, moving outside of, oh my god, outside. Since y'all are looking for other experiences outside of movies, I assume is what he meant. He wrote moving. That's what threw me off. Check out the link below for a mixed bag of edible insects. I'm sure all the listeners and wives would find it hilarious, but also bet that Tucker is too much of a pansy ass to eat them like oysters.
No, I would probably eat them. Trey, there's no fucking chance in hell Trey's going to
Keep up the adequate work and don't quit y'all's day jobs. From Daniel. Let's see. I'm clicking the link right now. Yeah, it is literally just a bag of mixed bugs.
Yeah, hard pass. Thank you, sir.
It looks like crickets, grasshoppers, and some sort of, I don't know what that thing is. It's got big pinchers on the front and some worms of
I
some
don't know why we're
Joke's on
doing
you.
this.
I've already eaten a grub worm live.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not
Ingredients:
doing this, so-
dehydrated grasshoppers, mole crickets, silkworms, crickets, sago worms, and salt.
Yeah, not doing it. So,
Allergen warning: crustaceans.
oh, I'm allergic to crustaceans.
Who knew? What a surprise!
Didn't you have shrimp last night?
Nope.
Liar.
I would have to see what the salt content is for the sodium. Daniel, if this just accidentally magically appears at Tucker's house, I'm not opposed to it. I might throw up, but you know
We already have a hard no from Trey. He's not going to touch
Yeah.
that. with a
that's fine.
10-foot pole.
He can hold the bowl for us. Then
Yeah, that's fine.
I like it. I think it's a good idea. That could be interesting.
No, I'm not trying to go viral for fucking throwing up while eating a bug. No, thank you.
I've heard some of them are pretty good.
No, congrats.
I said I had a grub worm for $20 when I was in high school.
Did your uncle make you do that?
No.
All right, here we go. Next one is from Marcus.
Wait a minute. You said when you were in high school, you were homeschooled, sir.
I still had friends,
bet himself.
you dumb fuck.
He bet himself. He stared in a mirror going, "Hey, friend, I bet you $20 you won't eat this because you haven't been fed in 4 days."
Here's the problem. Unless your sister made you eat it, like, I don't anticipate this happening.
Ooh.
That's
Your
fair.
sister can hold me down and make me eat something.
Which would be a nice change for her being held down and, like, still someone eating her.
Trey, if I wanted any to come back off you, I'd scrape it off your mom's teeth.
Got him!
Bony lip from you, I'll rattle my zipper.
All right, would you rather? This is from Marcus. Would you rather? Hello, cum stains. As Jesus would say, I'm back, bitches. I'm feeling a bit spicy and it's been a really good week. One of my supervisors slipped on ice and broke her leg. Man, I hate that bitch.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Marcus. So I don't have to see her for 4 weeks. Wow. Tucker, how are you, man? I'm not finna give you any shit this week, I promise. Here is your weekly would you rather. Oh, God. Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or accordions for legs? What?
Read that one more time. I want to make sure I caught that.
I wonder if he's Googling these. Like, how the fuck, man? Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or accordions for legs? I mean, part of me says 10-inch belly button because then you can use it
Yeah.
for other things.
Although accordions for legs would be a hell of a conversation starter.
I mean, if you got good at them, it could be kind of fun.
I mean, but is it going to make noise every time you walk? You could never sneak.
Yeah, but who am I sneaking up on now?
Well, like Tucker couldn't go on raids.
Yeah.
It's true.
fair. Of course, your 10-inch belly button hanging there could get injured too. So
Well, you can tuck that in your, like the flip and tuck.
Reverse flipping top.
yeah, it's the reverse boner maneuver for your belly button. What are you watching, Trey?
Dog racing.
Shit. I'm going to go belly button.
I kind of
Yeah.
like the accordions because I think that if you get okay with it, I'm not sneaking up on anyone though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, think about like all your like small idiosyncrasies, like your wife hates.
Listen to
There-
accordions all the time.
There is no way in hell.
Well, sorry, excuse me. I just burped into a mic. All right, next one. He's got a few of these for us. Oh, this is weird. Would you rather have vaginas?
And the first one, what?
I know. This one.
Fuck.
Would you rather have vaginas in your armpits or an armpit between your legs?
Kind of already got that one.
We know you have nothing down there, Tucker.
No, I mean,
I guess vaginas in your armpits.
you get swamp crotch a lot, so.
You'd have 2 vaginas, one on each side.
Well, I'm sitting next to 2 vaginas, so.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I've heard better.
Yeah, I've definitely heard better. What did you say, vagina armpits?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I'm sort of
Neither
attached.
one of them are good choices.
I'm attached to my penis.
yeah, and it's unfortunately attached to you, I bet. Yeah,
Neither one are good choices.
yeah, no, they're really not. I guess vagina pits because at least then you could diddle yourself. Kind of interesting.
But would you do it like arms out, reaching under the same armpit, or
No,
would
you go
cross?
across. You definitely
Cross.
cross. Yeah, you definitely cross. That'd be weird to go like that. You just look dumb doing it that way.
But you wouldn't do it in public. You'd be sitting on your couch or whatever doing it.
I don't know.
So-
I'd probably do it in public.
Trey would definitely do it in public. All right. We got 2 more. We'll get through this. Would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake or sit on a cake and eat a dick? All right, I'm going to say this right now, and I'll explain afterwards. I would rather sit on a dick and eat cake because he does not say the dick has to go in your
There's
ass.
no penetration.
He
Yeah.
just said you had to sit on a dick.
Yeah, that
I
works.
like your argument there.
So it does not, as long it's not penetrating anything. I'm just sitting on a dick.
Only problem is
Like a hot dog between 2 buns.
in Tucker's experience though. Every time he sat on a dick, it was.
It
always
was
hard.
it was always in his butthole.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming y'all are going to go with that option then.
Yeah, I like that option. Well, I don't like either option, but of the 2,
The lesser of 2 evils.
Here we go. The last one, Steven doesn't have to answer because he already has it. Would you rather have a 2-inch penis or man boobs?
He's already got both.
Fuck you, Marcus.
I guess man boobs.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, man boobs.
Yeah.
All right, bitch tip bobs.
Yeah.
Bob.
Better than having a 2-inch thunder
Yeah,
nipple.
definitely man boobs. I've lost a lot of my man boobage. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm down to like 197, so getting there. Okay, last email is from Garrett. I can't Zick. Remember the guy from last week for the Buffalo? He finally did email me back, and I just want to read some.
A little
of
late
this.
there, bud. Thanks.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, I appreciate him getting back to me.
I wonder if he's going to listen because like
I did not send him. I know I did not send him the link. I ended up not doing it.
Well, even if you didn't, I mean, like it's a podcast, and
I know.
with the internet,
I know.
I imagine.
Yeah,
I know.
and he's not paying us, and we paid for his product,
That's
so
fair.
we can say whatever the fuck we want to.
That's true too. I guess I should. I didn't think about it that way. So maybe I should be like, hey man, if you're interested in listening, sorry for the foul language.
Yeah, I would say fuck Goat Island Brewery though. That shitty blood orange beer.
100%.
All right, here's what he said. He said the article you read is partly correct because Mark Matthews, if you remember, that's the guy that listened to the article. He said Mark Matthews.
He wasn't here.
I know.
I heard part of the episode.
Yeah, but Mark Matthews is who they bought the brand from, but he is no longer affiliated with the brand. So, anyways, he says they source their meats from Australia and New Zealand. We get our alligator from Louisiana. Excuse me. Yeah, we get our alligator from Louisiana and Florida mainly. Camel, believe it or not, comes from Australia. Apparently, they brought them over during the early 1800s so they could explore the dry, arid parts of Australia, and then they just left them and they went feral. Buffalo we get domestically as well as from the Dakotas mainly. Everything comes up, cut up in a box, and we only get the parts of the animal we can use to make the sticks and jerky. Other than that, there's no real special handling techniques or permits other than the need to be inspected by the USDA government official, which we have one on our plant every day.
Really?
He said that some of the things that haven't worked are tried. They've tried things like shark, iguana, and snake. He said those meats just don't do well in the drying process, and textures are just undesirable.
You know, worse than the fucking chewy alligator shit.
I guess so. He said the only thing new we were working on right now is they're working on. This is kind of fucked up. They're doing a Santa's reindeer combo pack for Christmas. Not sure if we can source enough reindeer meat, but the idea being 9 snacks. Sticks to pick from with the name of each reindeer on the stick.
I would dare say this is a bad idea.
No, this is a great idea.
I would try it. I mean, honestly, I would try it.
I mean, I got you. But
Especially considering that the elk was one of the best ones we had. Reindeer's got to be pretty close to that,
What would
right?
be great
Just-
would be
just
make
saying
Abby eat Rudolph.
well, being a parent,
Yeah.
you go in, you get reindeer.
You've been a parent
Yeah,
for
I
like
know.
5
I know.
minutes.
No,
That's fair.
I'm saying, and like, because your child's old enough, and like, what is that? Oh, it's reindeer jerky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't tell my kid that. I probably wouldn't do it in front of my kid. It'd
Yeah,
be more
make
for
Abby
me
eat
thing.
Rudolph.
No. That is an emotional scar I can avoid, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll bring it over and tell her to eat it.
If y'all remember correctly, oh man, I wish you'd have been there last night. We ended
I
up.
was there last night.
No,
Y'all walked off and left us.
Sorry, we got cold. I thought we were really going to just walk in there, and then this one was like, let's get beers. And,
Yeah.
anyways, we were sitting there last night. I can't remember how this all came up, and we started talking about safe words. And so then my daughter's there, who's 8, and she goes, oh, well, my safe word is this. And it's just like, fuck. What did she say?
Apple juice, applesauce.
Applesauce.
Apple juice or
I think it was
applesauce.
applesauce. So that's going to be a therapy session one day.
Well,
Because mine's Fraggle Rock, by the way.
Pineapple juice. Pineapple juice.
Just throwing that out there.
That is a great video.
Fraggle
Do
Rock.
what?
that's a great video.
It is a great
Fraggle
video.
Rock is actually one of those things where if we're at a party somewhere and we want to go or whatever, I can just like Ashley or one eye will just go, hey, do you want to go home and like watch Fraggle Rock or something? And that's the code for I'm ready to go. I want to get out of here. So last little bit, sorry, and then we'll move on. We're 20 minutes into this thing. I apologize. One company we do private labeling for does mythically themed version of our product. Using our recipes and packaging, we make products of them with labels like Dragon, Kraken, Gremlin, Mermaid, Bigfoot, Pegasus, etc. The company is called Mystical Meats, and they sell on Amazon. So they have a whole community of people they follow on social media. So they said, thanks.
Hold on. Mystical meats?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm about to look this shit up.
Let me know if I can help in any other way. Thanks, Garrett. So Garrett, thank you so much for emailing me back. I do really appreciate that. Hope if you listened to last week's episode, I hope we did it all right. It was fun. You
I
missed
mean,
out.
I mean, you ate the stuff. I mean,
Would you
were
have
honest.
would you have eaten it had you been here? Do you like jerky?
I like jerky. I don't like fucking meat sticks.
Basilisk,
I don't either.
dragon, kraken, unicorn. That's some of their flavors.
Thank you for repeating what Steven just said.
I'm trying to read. They got griffin, phoenix, chimera, chupacabra, Pegasus,
And you can find them on Amazon. Let's move on.
Loch Ness monster. That's kind of cool.
Just remember, if you always want to join us, you can either send me an email, and I will read it poorly, obviously. Send it to theguysreviewpod@gmail.com, or you can join us on the Twitter DM, where we make fun of each other in real time, which is at _guysreview. Like the tweet at the top of the page, and we'll throw you in the group chat, and you can make fun of us.
I just want to point out Daniel writes like you talk.
What does that mean?
You both suck.
Okay, anyways, I don't know what to play for that one. All right, moving on.
I
Today,
mean, Trey laughed at it. So
Yeah, I'd go fatality.
Fatality.
All right, today we're going to be doing She's Out of My League. It is directed by Jim Field Smith. This is his first feature film that he's directing mostly TV since 2010. Hold on.
All right. I've just looked up the salary for the county coroner. I withdraw my candidacy.
what is it?
$17,800.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's a part-time job.
It's an on-call job.
Well, you have deputies for that. There's 2 or 3 deputies, coroners, and
So I guess the only real benefit is getting to fuck the body. All right.
So your political career is over for now.
Yeah, I'm going to hang it up. Thanks, guys.
I mean,
So
I
wait,
appreciate your support.
what do you do with all the donations that you received in the past 5 minutes?
you have to return them, otherwise you're committing campaign violations.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, you can still go. Maybe you can go
So
for.
I'll take my $1 back.
You give him $1.
Yeah.
I promised him a dime out in the parking lot, but
All right, well.
I'm not sure if he
You
knew.
said dime bag.
I was going to say. Not sure if he understood what I meant.
So what you do now is you're moving into your new house in a month or so, right? Mm-hmm. Now you just run for a council seat.
There you go.
That's fair. One of them did die from cancer.
That's true too.
I
All right.
liked him.
I said run for council seat.
She's Out of My League, starring Jay. Is it Baruchel?
Yes.
Okay. Alice Eve, T.J. Miller, Mike Vogel, Nate Torrance, Kristen Ritter, Jeff Strutz, and Lindsay Sloan. It was released on March 12th, 2010, on a budget of $20 million, which is $25.8 million in 2022. Box office haul of $49.8 million, which is $64.2 million in 2022.
Commercial success.
Yeah, it made it back. I don't know how. But.
Doubled its money.
Ratings, IMDb gives it a 6.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 58%. Metacritic has it at 46%. Google users.
70.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
You
And,
fucker.
and with being 2 people, you can't go Price is Right rules.
He's not wrong.
74.
85.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
they
was
have
surprised
good
too.
taste. It's a good movie.
Is it though?
It's witty. It's fast moving. It's got some raunchy laughs. I'll allow it.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the plot. Unfortunately, Trey, you want to explain? Trey, this is Trey's movie. He chose because Chris wouldn't be here. So
Yeah, I started typing it out today.
legitimately, actually typing.
Yeah,
it.
I got like 6 paragraphs in, and then like Whitney got home with the baby, and like I had to stop.
had to be a parent.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
how dare you have to go be a father?
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the Wikipedia. I apologize about that, but it is what it is.
We had the best of intentions.
That's true. Jay Baruchel, he
Road to
plays
hell.
Kirk Kettner, a TSA agent at Pittsburgh International Airport, which they actually did shoot in that airport.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! Sorry.
Well, that's because like nobody does anything in Pittsburgh.
Well, who would want to?
I mean, those terrorists launched out of Pittsburgh. I think.
Don't want to launch out of Boston. That was Logan.
I thought.
Are you talking about September
He's talking
11th?
about 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't one leave out of Pittsburgh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I went down a field in Pennsylvania.
He is a agent at Pittsburgh International. He attempts to reconcile with his ex-girlfriend Marnie, despite her treating him poorly. Meanwhile, an attractive and successful woman named Molly McLeish arrives at the terminal to board her flight. Kirk is the only TSA agent who does not flirt with her or attempt to harass her, attracting Molly, especially after he saves her from his boss, who makes unwanted advances on her. After boarding, she calls her cell phone accidentally left behind at security. Kirk answers it and arranges to return it the following evening, deepening the attraction. Kirk and his friend Devin arrive at the Andy Warhol Museum. I didn't know that's what that was.
Really?
Yeah. The following evening, to return Molly's phone. While there, Kirk is wrongly accused of spilling a drink on a museum director and is asked to leave. Molly feels bad and offers tickets to the Pittsburgh Penguins hockey game. Kirk brings his friend Stainer to the game where they meet Molly and her friend Patty. While Stainer and Molly are away from their seats, Patty tells Kirk that Molly is interested in him. All right, first couple of little bit. It beat you over the head pretty quickly how much of a loser Kirk is.
Yeah. Although this came out in 2010, which was roughly about the same time. I mean, you had American Pie that started off all that kind of raunchy humor stuff, and you had a bunch of movies.
American Pie came out in like 99.
Came out in the 90s, yes.
Yeah.
But films were still going strong with that vein in the early 2000s.
Old School and what's the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah,
the Judd Apatow guys.
And I'll bring that up in a little bit. But you've got your Stainer character, and he's basically Stifler.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically Stifler from the American Pie series. So there's a lot of influence to some of those early raunchy comedies from the get-go, just with the stuff that Stainer says. And
they're
Kirk would be equated
they're romance
to like
comedy
Jim.
character tropes.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I mean, they are.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. I wrote this later on, but it's very formulaic, you know?
I will agree.
Now, I will say that the lost cell phone is an interesting plot device, and that's something like these days you're not leaving your phone. You know,
Right.
like,
well, even then, I don't think you really would.
Yeah.
But
I think you could though. Like if you're like trying to get away from somebody sexually harassing you, you're trying to get your belt back on and like fucking get the fuck out.
yeah, that's true.
It's
too.
possible.
yeah, but who's not going to run off the plane and go get their phone?
Well, I mean, like once you're in your seat, they don't let you turn back.
Well, I mean, I would also usually you would think you'd recognize that you didn't have your phone on you before you.
Even got that far.
Yeah.
Although one of the best lines in the movie was from Kristen Ritter when they're sitting on the plane and she's Alice Eve is talking on the phone to Kirk, and that guy's sitting there harassing.
Oh, yeah,
about the don't be on your phone, ma'am. He's on the go shit in your hand.
Go shit in your hand and clap.
Here's the thing though, the bit where he goes to return the phone. Here's what I wrote. Even if I'm just returning a phone to a super hot girl that's invited me to like some event like that, I'm not wearing my work uniform. Like, fucking change.
Yeah, take a change of clothes with you.
Yeah.
At least put on a different shirt.
Plan ahead. Take the tie off. You know?
Take the little TSA epaulets
Yeah, exactly.
off.
I don't think
Why?
you can take those off.
I'd leave them on.
I did write that. Of course, they had a hockey game with Jay Baruchel there. So Hard Right Jay at the hockey game.
Do what?
Hard Right Jay from Letterkenny. Jay Baruchel plays Hard Right Jay in Letterkenny.
I haven't seen that episode yet.
What?
I haven't made it that far. I told you I haven't seen it like in a couple seasons.
Oh, man, dude, it's like season 6, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
like
I thought you watched the whole thing.
not yet.
Oh my god.
I know. And I fucking
How did
got you
I was
into
gonna
it.
say? How did you get me into this? You hadn't even seen it all.
Well, I mean, they kept going like after I got you to watch it, and like that's about where I stopped.
I will say this.
Life comes at you pretty fast.
There's a bunch of funny parts in this movie, and it is fairly fast paced. But Jay Baruchel's voice is fucking annoying.
It's just that. I mean, that's
Did you ever see the movie Goon?
I don't think
No,
so.
I hadn't seen Goon.
I hadn't seen Goon.
You need to watch that.
Oh, we never covered first time we watched this.
oh sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's fair. For
Well-
me, it was this week.
Yeah, today.
On HBO after it came out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, glad we got that out of the way.
I mean, okay. Do you think that Alice Eve is hot? I mean, I wrote this question before the bedroom scene where you see her in her underwear.
Oh, she's probably one of my top 5 celebrities.
She's pretty banging.
Yeah, I think she's got a big head.
I can work around it. Like my wife has. A
I
big
was
head.
going to say, yeah, that's fair.
So
I forgot
noticing
though-
a theme with Trey.
Yeah, there is a theme. I did forget though. She was also in Star Trek, and she had like this. They had this really. It's not explicit, but like it's just this weird kind of out of place scene where they had her in her underwear, like just got a hot chick in her underwear, which I'm not complaining about. It's just it just
Little gratuitous.
yeah, it seemed a little out of place, but whatever. I mean, she's defended it. She said I was totally fine doing it. Whatever, you know. She's been naked and stuff. She's British, so
Yeah.
which they should have let her use the British accent because that could have only made her hotter. Actually, she did grow on me though as the movie went on. I was not a big fan at first because they were just they were trying to make her so just hot. But once you get to know her, I mean, I like
As a
the
character,
personality.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the personality, the character's personality that made her more attractive to me. Let's see. Oh, and Kristen Ritter, Gothic hot.
I mean, again, I think she's attractive. I thought she was attractive when she was in Breaking Bad. Granted, she was playing a junkie, but she was
Tucker has a
attractive in
type.
that.
Yeah, Tucker definitely has a type.
Look, you see a junkie, I see a $5 blowjob in a punching bag.
Jesus Christ. You got Trey on that one. Jesus. That was a slow burn, man. That was good. At least at the punching bag part, you don't have to buy her the Plan B pill.
Oh, shit.
Wow. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
It is not often that you break Trey. It is not.
No, it's not very often we get to break Trey, but it happens every once in a while. So she, there's a thing that she kept saying, like when the hockey player gets smashed up against the glass, and
It's like, hi, Molly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then when they go to the restaurant after that, and that's when we meet Cam. So,
Right.
obviously everyone has a past, but it seems to me that she's dated a lot of dudes. So would you say she sucked 36, 37 dicks?
Oh, easily.
Not at once.
In a row.
In a row, one after the other.
So the guy that played Cam, that's Jeff Stutz. He's been in quite a few things, and he's actually a pretty good actor. He was in the TV show Bones, and he had a TV series of his own for like a season or two called The Finder, where he was the main character. So it was kind of nice seeing him pop up in something besides a TV show. I liked him in this movie. He played a. I mean,
Oh, sorry. That was completely.
He was a stunt pilot, but he actually played kind of almost like a dim-witted stunt pilot.
A little bit, yeah.
Like he didn't catch on that she was there with him,
Yeah.
and it's just a little slow.
Well, I think he's cocky. I think he's a little arrogant.
That's probably a better word for it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So Molly accompanies Kirk to a family lunch where she charms the men and makes Marnie jealous. After returning to Molly's apartment while making out, Kirk ejaculates prematurely into his pants, and moments later, Molly's parents arrive. Desperate to conceal the stain on his pants, Kirk seems discourteous by not standing up to shake hands, and he shake the dad's hand, and he leaves quickly. Believing he fled to avoid meeting her parents, Molly ignores Kirk's calls. Kirk tracks her down and admits the true reasons for leaving and for his leaving, and she forgives him. At Molly's sister's Katie's 21st birthday party, Kirk is troubled by Molly being intentionally vague about Kirk's line of work to her parents. Molly's ex-boyfriend Cam, a stunt pilot, look at you, then arrives and alludes to Molly having a physical defect. After the party, they return to Molly's apartment and partially undress. Kirk discovers that Molly's defect, quote-unquote, is slightly webbed toes, which Kirk considers so minor that he decides that she is indeed too perfect for him. Upset with Kirk over his insecurities and wishing that there was something wrong with her to justify them being together, Molly confesses that Cam had the same problem. She admits that she asked Kirk out because she considered him safe, causing Kirk to break up with her. Kirk resumes his relationship with Marnie and Marnie's boyfriend that she already had, and makes plans to attend a family reunion, a family vacation in Branson, Missouri together.
Well, we're kind of leaving out one of the important secondary characters in this movie. We haven't really talked about Stainer too much. And
That's
Stainer
fair.
and his other buddy Devin.
Was that the big guy?
The big guy.
Yeah.
I think his name was Devin. They're pretty important for secondary characters
Yeah.
because Stainer's the one that keeps telling him, oh, he's got this whole system where you can only go like 2 steps higher than what you are. So he's a 5 and Molly's a 10,
Talking
but
about
he's
the Tower Love.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
But, he drives a shitbox car, so he loses a point, and he's not in the band, so he doesn't gain a point. So he's got this whole system, and he really fucks with Kirk's head on this about how he's not good enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
So
I also wanted, as I was going to type this up, I was going to ask us, what do you rate yourself?
I had the same question.
Good.
Now, I would probably say a 5. I think I'm middle of the road.
I'm going to go 6.
I'm going to say I'm a solid 6.5.
I think 10 years ago,
you have grossly misestimated yourself.
Tucker's
That's
got.
fair.
He's tall.
He's tall, but he's balding. Deduct
not
a point.
balding.
You are. Deduct a point. Very pronounced widow's peak at best.
We'll go with that.
I bet
I
you're going
think-
to round up to the better sounding thing.
It's not bald.
I will say this though. I think in college up until like 30, about 10 years ago, I would probably say 7.5. Personality and everything. I mean, not the best look.
No, we're not that. We're not factoring in personality. This is physical looks.
Oh, I'll still say 7.5. I was skinnier. I was in shape. I think I look pretty good. I look at old pictures of myself.
Did you still have the smiley face freckle?
No.
Really?
Nope.
So that's a recent development?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like within the past 5-ish years. I think it's from like doing what I do, working, outside a lot and being in the sun.
What, renting apartments, you work outside a lot?
Driving around to them, yes, I do.
That could very well be like a sunspot because that's
exactly
on the left side of
it
his face where he.
It used to be before it was the smiley face. It was just a solid dark spot, and like I said,
and I'll say this: I get what you're saying because being on patrol for so long, riding around all day in a vehicle, I wear sunglasses. I'd have a fucking tan line.
I remember
on the left side of my face from where the sun would beat in through my window.
I'm
not kidding.
It's true.
It's true.
I remember that.
I believe it.
Let's see. The pool reactions were funny. I thought the family interaction was funny.
That was one of the best lines in the movie at the pool scene where they're like, "Yeah, wear your underwear. It's just like a bathing suit."
Oh yeah,
like the whole family scene is the best part to me.
That was a hilarious scene. I will give them that.
Her delivery of "I would do my underwear, but I'm not wearing any" was.
I mean, the timing was spot on.
That was really good. That it got me. I definitely got Simi on that one. Thinking about her not wearing underwear.
It's not wrong.
And I just love how Ron just lowers his head in the water trying to peek over her dress.
You'll appreciate this. The music during the Slapshot Regatta, did that remind you of The League? Da, 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 da,
yes.
Da, 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 da,
Well, that's because it was the theme song from The League, but that was at the hockey game.
Oh, was it?
Chelsea Dagger.
I've heard that before, and I don't know what it is.
It's Chelsea Dagger. Which is I've mentioned before is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For Kelly's. Yeah.
But I thought it was I've got it at the Slapshot Regatta too.
No.
The Slapshot Regatta was fun. It was kind of pointless, and it was really kind of more of a waste of time. It felt more like a fill-in spot.
Yeah.
Like there was really nothing going on, but they had to make the movie a little bit longer to get it to that 90-minute mark. So there's 10 minutes there that you have practically zero plot development other than Kirk beats his brother at hockey for the first time, which is...
No, I mean, there's still jokes in that. I mean, it shows, his brother's the athlete. He's always been, the lesser of the siblings.
Well, yeah, but you get...
Is there anyone here that can identify with that?
You get anyone.
Anyone in the room.
You get that everybody
Bueller.
has looked down on him his entire life.
I was really talking about you, but that's fine.
Everybody has always looked down on him, and he's always been kind of a second-rate citizen, for lack of a better word, from everybody.
Nobody's ever given him the confidence.
But I'm just saying that section of the movie could have been cut out, and it would have been, you would not have lost anything. You would have lost some jokes, yes, but the movie there's running jokes throughout the whole movie, so you're really not going to lose anything, but shorten the movie up by 10 minutes.
Maybe it's just a way to make you finally show that Kirk's improving somehow, maybe that he is worthy.
I don't know. The Slapshot Regatta to me means he's finding his stride. He's getting better. He beat his brother in the Slapshot Regatta.
He's getting more comfortable with her too.
Yeah, you had the joke, and she's pulling for him.
Okay,
so she's cheering for Kirk just like Debbie's cheering for Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, and I get what you're saying there too. But if he had shown some progression about thinking he was a better person. Maybe a little funnier, maybe a little more handsome, whatever, had a little more self-confidence coming out of that Slapshot Regatta, then maybe it would have added something to the movie. But he was the same. There was no growth there. He was still the same.
So you're looking for his character growth, but what about hers? She's adapting into the family.
It's fair. She's giving it as much as the other girl is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or that could just be her personality because she really didn't exhibit a lot of character growth until the very, very end of that movie. To me, when she's like, "Yes, I dated you because you were the safe bet," when she's admitting to herself her own flaws. So
yeah.
She didn't really have a lot of growth throughout the entire movie. She was a hot body. She was funny.
Yeah,
but
she had some funny lines.
Well, her character also didn't need a whole lot of growth in a lot of aspects because she was already a fucking lawyer and then just decided I'm gonna do something
do
less
a party
be
planning,
an event planner,
yeah, and I'm gonna be successful at that too. She's already got a lot going for her.
No, she does have a lot going for her, and you're right, there was not really a whole lot of need for her to have some growth, but I didn't see any growth out of him, and he's the main character, and you could have made that scene a lot better by having some sort of epiphany from him, or maybe from his family, or something.
Yeah,
to make him.
You're not
less
wrong.
Of a loser.
The fact that he beat his brother and them be more surprised and impressed.
Yeah,
especially when his brother storms off. Okay, moving on from that very deep conversation. You ever come in your own pants?
All right. So here's a story.
How recently?
What?
Here's a story.
This morning.
I mean, come on. Everybody's had a wet dream when you were a kid.
Oh, well, no. I mean, like this. Like it happened in the movie.
Oh, no.
All right. So
Which they ripped this straight off of American Pie, too.
not so much.
The
Did they?
scene with Nadia in the bedroom when Jim was trying to get with Nadia for the first time.
So when I was in college, we were on like a formal trip, and we were in Charleston, South Carolina, and something happened. Like I took a gymnast from Alabama. And,
The University of Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
And something happened. Like it was like a blind date kind of thing, and like I decided like she sucked, but I was drunk. So
Seems to be a theme to these.
yeah, somebody else's date that he was set up with blind date. Like me and her ended up like clicking. So something happened. I don't really remember because like it was a blackout. But I told people like she was blowing me and like 3 strokes in, just shot my load.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well done, sir.
yeah. She's from Opelika.
My
What's
fresh,
her name?
I will say her first name is Jackie.
my freshman year.
What's
I mean,
her
this is
last
like
name?
I will tell you after this.
this is. I'd only been in college for I don't know, like a month or so, right? And somehow ended up hooking up with this girl who was older than me, and
Define hooking up.
well, I'm about to tell you. I say hooking up.
We
Well, we didn't have
full on,
sex.
you talking about full on coitus?
No, we didn't have sex. No,
Fellatio.
no. We were making out, and she was
Dry humping?
she was jerking me off,
Oh, put your thumb in your butt.
but she was jerking me off, and she it wasn't an accident like this. She made me come in my boxers.
I'm gonna allow
You're
it.
getting some manual stimulation there. So
Yeah, I mean, I had help. I had help. Now, I will say I have another buddy of mine who I will not name, but we went on his bachelor trip.
Is it Daniel?
It is Daniel. No, I was joking. It was not Daniel. We went on his bachelor
I
party,
know who this is.
and we go to the strip club, right? And this is really, I think I might have talked about this before. It's in Nashville, and in Nashville, apparently, you can't sit at the stage. Like they have a trough. You have to have like 3 feet between the stage and where you're sitting. So you have to throw.
But you can get lap dances.
You can't get lap dances, but you have to throw money onto the stage. Now, this is, I think, the same one I talked about where some guy folded a dollar bill into an airplane and hit a girl right in the pussy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think I probably told the
Wait,
story
was
then.
it pussy or butthole? I thought it was butthole.
It might have been butthole. I mean, they're an inch apart. It's pretty much the same.
Could have
thing.
hit the tank.
Could have hit the tank. So, anyways, we buy
No
my
man's
butt.
land.
We
Devil's Highway.
Devil's Highway. We buy my friend a lap dance, and he goes back there. He comes back and he sits down, and I mean, like, he just looks just wrecked. And I was like, dude, are you okay? And he leans over, he goes, I came in my pants. I was like, what? He's like, I just came in my pants. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, she was grinding on me, and I got hard, and she kept grinding on it. Like, she could feel it. I know she could feel it, and I came, and I was like, holy shit.
So, like, that was a good investment for him.
Well, it was he didn't buy the lap dance. We bought the lap dance for him.
No, but I mean, like, think about it. Like, the whole bad thing about like going to strip clubs is like you go and like you never get like.
Oh, you never
a
get
finish.
satisfaction. That's
Yeah.
fair. He got his.
Yeah, good for
Of course, he
him.
had to sit in cummy boxers for the rest of the night.
Worth it, dude. Like, I'll peel those fucking boxers off.
And that's the thing I want to cover real fast, though. So, Kurt comes in his pants.
Yeah.
Is he not wearing boxers? Because it's like a big wet spot. Like, you would think the boxers would absorb a lot of that.
I love his.
moisture.
I love
Maybe
his.
a lot.
I love his explanation or description of that later on. I had a big oyster in my pants.
Yeah. It's,
That was good. So there were some good funny lines.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Like, before we get to this, like on their first date, though, like how funny is it? Like she kissed him because like she couldn't get out of the car.
oh, yeah. He was trying to get the seatbelt undone and everything.
Like she couldn't get away, so
Yeah.
she had to kiss him.
So
Please let me out.
I'm making
Shitty neon.
This is just me guessing here. Those look like dress pants and probably cotton, which is super absorbent.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it could have, if he hadn't jerked off in a while, he could have had a big load.
True.
Let's be honest. We've seen this character.
He jerks off every day,
Yeah.
multiple times.
Who doesn't jerk off every day?
It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
then. Okay, let's see what else I got. I can't.
Maybe Chris. He might not be able to get it up.
Got to take that. It's expensive. It's expensive for him to get up. He's got to buy that pill every time.
Yeah, I mean, like old age. It's a bitch.
I'll say this: when they were doing the montage, I guess, of them kind of dating everything, it almost made Pittsburgh look appealing. Almost.
I've never been to Pittsburgh, so I
Neither have I.
can't make.
I've got a friend of mine
say.
that lives there, but
I mean, here's the thing.
Tom does.
I hear it gets very cold there.
yeah, super
And as a fat man, like I can totally identify with it. But these women have to put on like winter weight. So
They had these things called gyms and watching what you eat.
or
and,
jackets.
No, like they have to put on the weight to like stay warm. Like it gets very cold.
They're not polar bears.
I mean,
Exactly.
Like, they turn into them. I hear.
I think that's just Yankee women in general.
Probably.
it's fair.
The Northerners. Sorry, people listening to us up there.
I don't give a shit what they think. Like, go slap your fat woman on the butt and like see what happens.
It's like
So, what do you think Polish? Woo! Swedish Marcus has to deal with his Polish wife. I mean, what is that?
Probably similar to what he has to deal with his Polish wife.
You hadn't done that one in a while, and I think it's because she threatened you, if I remember correctly.
She did.
Was it that, or
I still say I could outrun her.
Olive Garden Italian? Is that what she says?
She keeps saying she's Italian. Like bull fucking shit. Like,
Radovatsky is not Italian. I don't know who taught her this.
Another Polish person.
Yeah, probably.
Like, no-
we're from Poland.
the funny thing is like they changed their name.
Excuse me, we're from Italy.
They changed their name to Radavsky. Like fucking changed their name. Like
To Radovatsky?
Yes.
However you say it.
Yeah, they were Radovskis or some shit. Like,
Because that's not Polish.
I mean, and then they're like Radavsky. That sounds more
That's so much
American.
better.
More American.
I don't know if I need to cut that.
Fuck no, you don't need to cut that.
You're not running for public office. It's fine.
Okay, I can't remember because this hadn't said, but not to stray too far off the subject, but has the bit with the shaving happened yet?
Not yet.
Because they have to break up, they get back together, and that's when he shaves. Okay, so that'll be in this last little bit. Alrighty, moving right along. Actually, no, it has to have happened because once they get back,
You're right.
yeah, it's already happened.
No, because that's
No, you just got to like the airfield, right? Like,
Yeah.
where they just got
back
reconciled,
together.
and like then they're gonna get back together.
Which
and
I
go
will
on
say,
a
is
date.
Mike Vogel's character in this movie, he's dumb as a rock, but he's your lovable idiot that has good advice.
So they did just break up, but it jumps over this whole part because it's talking about Kirk resumes his relationship with Marnie and makes plans to attend the family vacation in Branson. Once they go to Branson, they get back together and
That's
stay in
right.
the movie.
So it skipped over that
It
part.
skipped
skipped
over.
over that part.
It was after the party when they go to hook up. After the 21st birthday party.
We haven't even gotten to that where adult education rocks out.
Actually, I think it skipped over that because I did mention.
I mean, this is the Wikipedia thing, so
I
I
know.
probably cut something.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
No,
So-
I mean,
Because I've already at the last paragraph, it's talking about Molly's sister's Kate's 21st birthday party. So
So I thought he did a pretty good job of holding his own with the family and everything there at that
second
party,
time.
The second time
Yeah.
around.
yeah,
But the scene you're talking about is when they go to the apartment and she reaches down his pants and is like,
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
yeah.
So, okay. First of all, who wouldn't know if you're going to shave your balls, use clippers first?
Who would know?
Who would not know that?
A loser like Kirk.
Well, I mean, I don't shave my balls, so like,
Have you ever shaved
I
your
am
balls?
sorry for your wife.
never.
Oof.
Well, I'm not just
Do
like.
you still shave your balls?
I mean, I'm not just like.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not teabagging my wife, so like I don't really like.
Yeah, my wife's
Do
not.
you
big on-
not?
No. I have, but I don't anymore.
He did it for the other chick.
I did it for your predecessor, Tucker.
Your sister.
Where is it? There it is.
Fatality.
No, I don't do it anymore. I mean, I trim the whole downstairs area, but I don't go.
You don't go baby skin smooth?
No.
Well, no, I don't do that, but you got to keep it
Yeah,
groomed.
coiffed.
Do you?
I mean, yeah.
I keep mine groomed.
I don't. On natural.
I imagine it looks just like your face, just fucking bushy wilderness down there.
Probably, but I mean, like, there's still like 4 inches hanging out of it, so like, good for me.
You know, if you do shave it, it does make it look bigger.
Well, I don't need to. Like, I still got 4 inches hanging out, and I'm
Trim
still a
the strap.
grower, not a shower, man. So that means I'm probably rocking like 10 inches here.
Trim the shrubs, the deck looks bigger.
Exactly. I don't like mine looking like a turtle, sticking out.
My wife's probably really lucky to have me.
Yeah, she sounds really lucky. I bet you she feels the same way.
Yeah, well, she's Polish. She doesn't know.
Don't you mean Italian?
She's not Italian.
Jesus.
Okay.
No,
So,
Hendrix.
so I love you guys, but
I love you too.
I'm never going to ask you to help me trim my pubes. I just want to make sure that
Fuck
that's
no.
clear.
Well, like, who's sitting there like blowing on it?
A better friend than I would be.
Much better friend. There's just no way. I also read, this is kind of trivia, but so Jay Baruchel, he didn't want to do the nude scenes, so he had a body double. Which, I mean,
Who's going to be that fucking skinny?
I don't know, someone. He was like 28 when he made this. I mean, I'm definitely not that skinny when I was, well, I might have still been that skinny. Not that skinny at 28. But anyways, the body double got there and he took his clothes off and he was too hairy. And so then they had to get this, they had to send him to a salon to get waxed to appear in the movie.
Would you do it?
I don't know
Wax
how
to make money.
It depends on how much.
Yeah, it depends on how much.
I mean, technically, we got waxed for fucking nothing on here.
It's true.
It's true.
And they had to do his legs, his like.
You know, every time I think of that, I think of waxing. I think of 40-year-old virgin.
Well, here's the thing: when Karen did it, Karen was fine; it didn't hurt. But when we did that shitty at-home waxing, that's what hurt.
I just want to point out, you didn't get a fucking 9-inch strip ripped off your fucking shin. That hurt.
Oh, my shin hurts. Maybe we need to do it again this year, so you'll have that awesome reverse landing strip for boat season.
No.
And okay, even before he shaves, though, the guy, the friend that just whips his junk out to show him like to shave it.
Yeah.
Again, do you ever just whip your junk out to other people?
Every day.
Not anymore.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You used to just whip it out.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, come on, man. You worked in a restaurant. You played the penis showing game.
Not that I remember. I remember the ball game a little bit.
Well, that's part of the penis showing game.
I guess the most I ever did, and it
Not
wasn't
in his case. Micropene.
she said it's a good size, all right? Anyways,
That's because your wife has small hands.
that's true. I've never had complaints.
All three people? Okay.
That's why they're all one night stands. They won't come back. Somebody love me.
He's always gotten his. That's what's important here.
That's what's important here.
Never a truer statement.
But no, we used to, you know, when people still had disposable cameras.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's how long ago this was.
God almighty.
Me and one of my friends who will also remain nameless, we used to, if we found people passed out at parties. Well, actually, let me restart. If we found the camera,
hang on. This is about to sound like sexual assault with.
Yeah, is
with
his first name
evidence.
start with a J?
yes. If we found a camera, we'd go into
I know who it is.
we'd go into the bathroom and pull our junk out and take pictures of it just on the disposable camera roll, and then go set it back down. All right. And I did feel bad though. Like she was ready to go, and he talked himself out of getting laid.
Yeah. Well, she did have webbed feet. So would you fuck someone with webbed feet?
Yes.
Do you currently fuck someone with webbed feet?
I don't think Whitney has webbed toes, so.
He'd just never be able to take her to the beach.
Why? She could be an excellent swimmer.
That's true, but she wouldn't be able to wear flip flops.
Yeah, that's why you got slides now, man.
Prison shoes.
Oh man, that's terrible. All right, here we go. Last little bit.
Hold on, you didn't answer that. Would you fuck someone with a physical defect like it doesn't have to be webbed toes.
Just leave it like that. Just with a physical defect.
Physical defect. I mean, I think there's a qualifier because you didn't.
That's fair. I did. I walked off.
Exactly.
That was a deal breaker.
For you, that was a deal breaker. What was it?
Missing the tip of your fucking
yeah.
pinky, like
Just the tip, not even the whole finger.
No, like that last knuckle. But I mean, like you have to warn someone before you try and fucking hold their goddamn hand with missing a digit, dude. Like,
No, that's not a deal
If you
breaker.
had a
for me.
minor, not even a major one, we're talking about like you were disfigured in a car accident, a minor physical defect,
like webbed toes.
like webbed toes or missing the tip of your pinky.
No, that would not bother me.
I'm with you. I don't think it would bother me either.
all right, would you fuck someone missing like their front tooth? Front tooth.
Do they
Like-
wear a flapper like I do?
No, I mean like
They're just missing their front tooth.
Fucking like Canadian like hockey player fucking missing a tooth.
No, I don't think I would.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, so like fuck it, we're all equal.
That's a little different.
That is a little different.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Like
'Cause
that's
you
not.
didn't-
That's not even a fucking defect.
You didn't notice the pinky until you had to hold her hand. You'd already had sex with her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You noticed the tooth off the bat.
That's true.
Unless she had.
So I'm a better person because I did it.
No, you're not.
I'm a better person.
No, because you never would have
that's
done
what
it
I'm
if you
hearing.
knew about the pinky in the first place.
Well, yeah, but I
you
mean,
walked away
He
after.
still would have fucked her.
You walked away after having sex with her.
yeah.
You already did it. So why
We
not
dated
just
for like
continue?
6 weeks.
It took you six weeks to notice
Six
the
weeks to
pinky.
notice she didn't have a fucking pinky.
So why not just keep dating her? Because of the pinky.
Yeah.
Because of a minor physical defect.
Yeah. Just like y'all. At least I entered into it. You know, y'all just
Not knowing.
would say no.
If a girl was missing a tooth, but she had a flat like mine, I wouldn't care.
As soon as she smiled at you, you would know she's missing a front fucking tooth.
True. Unless she's not a big smiler.
If you're missing it, too,
Oh,
it's like
that's
you're
so
probably
funny.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she'd have bad lip tooth interaction, which is a huge, it's a
yeah.
huge turn off.
Yeah, I've seen some of that before. Tiny teeth, big gums.
Yeah.
Tooth to gum ratio has got to be right.
That's very important.
Same to the blowjobs. Tooth to gum ratio's got to be right.
Never really thought about it that way.
I don't like any teeth in my blowjobs.
Exactly my point.
You know, a little scrapage, just a little sensation. Nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. If you're trying to bite off your foreskin.
You have a foreskin?
I do not. I'm circumcised. She's like, I'm taking this thing home as a trophy.
You can wear it as a ring. Oh, God. That's terrible.
Why does anyone listen to
I
us?
don't know.
Because we're
I mean, I know we got like
like
6 solid listeners, but I mean, like,
And we know them personally.
yeah, and like the rest of the downloads are probably just us.
It probably is.
I guess because we're mildly entertaining when you have nothing better to do.
Yeah, but like, what about like the foreigners that listen to us?
That's what, dude. I've said so many times. How many times have I asked for someone like in another country besides
To
Marcus
reach out to us?
to please tell? How the hell do you? What do you
Dude,
think?
did you see like the foreign
Hey,
guy
how
from
did-
like
how did you
Southeast
find
Asia who like actually found us on Facebook?
No.
Yeah, he liked the web page.
Oh, I didn't see that. Nice.
No shit.
All right, let's finish this up. Stainer asked an ex-girlfriend of his if he was good enough for her, and she tells him that his insecurities caused her to end the relationship. Realizing he caused Kirk and Molly to break up by telling Kirk that Molly was too good for him, Strainer phones Patty and gets her to bring Molly to the airport.
Strainer.
Stainer.
Should I say Strainer?
Yeah, Strainer would be a whole different guy.
Yeah, it's a different one guy. Stainer tries to get Kirk off the plane that he has boarded, but to no avail. He has Jack stop the plane, causing everyone to have to deboard. Kirk flees from Marnie, who chases after him, and Kirk breaks up with her in the process. Kirk meets Molly at the terminal gate, where she confesses Kirk's insecurities about himself are justified, but that she wants to be with him regardless. It's kind of funny. They reconcile and resume their relationship. In the ending credits, Kirk surprises Molly with a mystery trip to Cleveland via small aircraft as he has fulfilled his dream of becoming a pilot. Roll credits.
So you saw that you could see this coming. I mean, this movie is incredibly predictable
Yep.
throughout.
I don't know why you're hating on the movie.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's predictable.
It's very formulaic.
The ending didn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
You knew they were going to get together, and
What, you knew he was going to get his pilot's license? Knew he was going to take her to Cleveland? Fucking leave her there like Chris does?
not Cleveland per se, but as much as he talked about wanting to be a pilot, you knew that was going to come up
Yeah.
eventually.
As you know, the thing is, I think if you date someone who is frankly better than you, I think it usually encourages you to better yourself, especially if they agree to put the time in and date you.
As a sociologist, you'll appreciate this. There is this thing where people who are like super high achieving, like going to get like higher education, but their partner doesn't, they usually leave them.
The super high achieving person.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Like someone will like one partner like work and like put their spouse through like medical school
yeah,
or help them become a lawyer. Then they get fucking left.
yeah, that's fair. That
So what
sucks.
you're saying is that Molly's eventually going to leave Kirk, even though he got his pilot's license,
No, I think like he's finally
because you know she paid for that. He works for fucking TSA.
I don't think TSA would be a bad paying.
No, I mean
gig.
that's a federal job.
It's still not there's a retired police officer at Auburn that I know that works for TSA as a secondary gig for retirement.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, he also
it's
works
not
in
starvation wages, but it's not great pay.
Yeah.
He's probably making like $40,000 a year.
He
like,
works
with
at an
benefits.
airport. I'll be willing to bet he could probably figure out a cheap way to do it. I mean, I bet you
He works at a commercial airport.
still. I mean, you'd have contact with pilots. I mean, look at how they got the plane stopped. Just through,
Honestly, like they could probably call him a favor, and like Cam would probably fucking like take him up and
Possibly.
help him get his license.
possibly. I don't know.
I don't see Cam doing that.
I meant to say this earlier, by the way. That I guess it's before the breakup. I'm sorry, this is kind of going back, but I just wrote this note. I did want to say this. I felt really embarrassed for him when they were getting undressed in front of each other. Did that feel weird to y'all? It was very just awkward, because if I remember like the first time hooking up with someone, it was not stand here. You're
This
making out.
This passion kind of thing.
This technically
Yeah.
would have been the second time
Second
they
time.
hooked up, because the first time she got on top of him in the apartment.
Yeah.
So. And they'd had a
I
rough
don't
patch.
call that hooking up. I mean, like
Again, he got his. What would you call it?
She didn't know, though.
Call it dry humping for 30 seconds.
yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
And
She
then,
didn't. She
then being
didn't.
interrupted by the dog / father coming.
Parents,
in.
yeah.
Or Stephen would call it Saturday night.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. I don't know. I remember being more passionate, and so usually clothes are coming off while you're kissing, not.
Yeah, it felt a little awkward, but considering where it was in the movie, it made sense that they would do that.
Yeah.
It's not very realistic, but it made sense for where the story was.
So, the bit at the end when she's talking about like his defects and all that, the faults that he has with himself, and this whole movie is about how perfect she is, right?
Right.
Do you ever think when Alice Eve thinks about this movie, like when she has like diarrhea or something?
What?
I mean, this whole movie is about how perfect she is, but I mean, she's a human being.
I'm sure she has perfect diarrhea. Trey would be the expert to ask.
Would
her.
you go into the bathroom after her if she had diarrhea?
If I have to take a shit, I'll go in behind anybody.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you just have to go in after. Like, you got to
Light
stand
a
in.
candle?
Just wondering.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like-
just a question.
Like I've gone in behind worse people. Like
It's fair.
Does it make it any different? Because she's an attractive lady. Do you think that would make it any different?
no.
I don't know.
Yeah, like
These are unanswerable questions.
I mean, look, if you got a shit,
You
you got.
thought-
Are you talking about just following her in there, or you're going in
Not
there 'cause you
like
have to shit?
creepy stalker style or
But
anything
like going in
that.
there because you have to take a shit.
I guess so. Sure. Yeah. You happen to be at a party that Alice Eve is also at, and she happened to eat the shrimp,
could
which then
happen.
caused her to happen to have diarrhea.
so if she's coming out and she says, "Hey, you better wait a minute," like I'm probably gonna wait a minute. Like I mean, but I'll do that for anybody that gives me a heads up.
It's just common
I'm just
courtesy.
saying, no one's perfect. Obviously, no one is perfect except for me, but everyone else is pretty much not.
You keep thinking that.
You like that? That's what my mom says. And I believe her.
Your mom's a nice lady
She is very nice. And regarding the
and a
end,
damn good serial killer.
regarding the end, what about your pilot's license? Did you ever want to get your pilot's license?
Not unless I'm gonna do it professionally.
You wouldn't just want to have a pilot's license?
No.
I've wanted to get my private license for years, but
Me too.
that's partly because my dad had one growing up, and I got to fly some with him. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I would love to do that. It's just so damn expensive.
It's
I mean,
expensive as hell. I had,
it's like $8,000 or $9,000 now.
when we went to Florida a couple of weeks ago, I bought some lottery tickets on the way back, and so the whole ride back, I'm literally just fantasizing what I'm going to do when I win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of those things. I would get my pilot's license just so it'd be easier for us to go places,
I mean, you can do it and
to visit our various houses across
if you,
the country.
If you have the money and the time, I think you can do it in as fast as like 90 days.
I meant to mention this earlier also. I guess I should have mentioned this in my week thing, and you'll be interested to know this. I've started my broker's license.
Have you?
Yep.
You fuckface. You're supposed to tell me we're gonna do it together.
Sorry. Well, I literally I've started it Friday, so I got to do the 60-hour course.
2 days behind.
You're not even 2 days behind. I bought it. I have not started it. I'm going to start Monday.
Okay.
Start listening to the. It's online. I'm going to be doing these courses, whatever. So, but yeah. So I'm getting the brokers, and then I'm looking at other stuff after that, like possibly a master's or like some certifications. But I want to get my brokers first. So, anyways, okay, there we go. That's she's out of your league. I guess let's do.
She's out of my league.
She's out of my league.
Whatever. We'll do. I'm going to do the trivia, and then we'll do our ratings and reviews. That sound good?
No.
Cool. All right.
Wait, There's Chris with his damn bell.
Thank God he's not here. Top 5 trivia of the movie. Don't you dare, you son of a bitch. Number one. Number one. Jay Burchell's manscaping nude stand-in proved that to have too hairy legs, so he had to get. I didn't know I did this, so had to get waxed. Number 2. During the scene where Kirk's friends are teasing about his premature ejaculation, Jack's hamburger can be seen to have French fries on the hamburger.
Ugh.
This is a custom local to Pittsburgh. God damn it. Sandwiches are famously served that way at Primanti's, a popular Pittsburgh eatery seen earlier in the background during Kirk and Molly's date where they meet Cam. God,
What is a good restaurant?
Have you been?
I'm just assuming because he's talking about it.
Well, they put fries on their fucking burgers. That's a little weird.
No, I've seen that before.
Number 3. Speaking of, the restaurant that Kirk and Molly eat at is not actually a real restaurant. It was a set that was constructed at an empty bandstand in Pittsburgh's Market Square. Kind of neat, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, Alice Eve and Kristen Ritter have appeared in the MCU universe. Alice Eve appeared in 10 episodes of Iron Fist, and Kristen Ritter played the title role of Jessica Jones, which also has David Tennant, who plays apparently a really, really good bad guy. And number 1, kind of interesting trivia, Molly's parents are played by Alice Eve's real-life parents, Trevor Eve and Sharon, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Maughan. Mulhan?
Sure.
Wait, her parents are played by her real parents? Mm-hmm. Both of them?
Both of them,
Interesting.
right?
Yeah.
Trevor Eve.
So you get a good idea of what she'll look like when she gets older.
It's fair, too. All right, top 5. There you go. Okay, so now for ratings and reviews. I guess I'll go first because I cut you off on everything earlier. So
It's his movie. You should go last.
I know, that's fair, too.
I give it 1 beer. Nostalgia. I like it. It's one of my top 10 movies. It's a guilty pleasure.
All right, fine.
Suck a
Yeah.
dick. And fuck you, Al.
Where's your ding for that?
In his pants.
It's fun. There are some things that I did laugh at. Like, generally, I did laugh out loud, but I felt the whole movie is very formulaic. I don't know. If I had cable and it were on again, I'd probably watch it, but I can't watch it with Abby. It's a little too raunchy for her. Mm-hmm. It's interesting, but I wasn't that enthralled with it. Like I said, I found it very formulaic. I would give it 3 beers.
All right, so I'm going to agree with you. It is very formulaic, and I'll be honest, when I was watching this movie, I had to double check and make sure it was not a Judd Apatow movie because it felt like him. Honestly, the best way I can describe this movie is
It actually felt like a ripoff of a Judd Apatow movie.
well, if anybody has seen the movie The New Guy, this was The New Guy meets any Judd Apatow movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that it is incredibly average. This would be a 2.5 beer movie for me. This would be dead down the middle. The only real gripe I have is Jay Baruchel. His voice is so fucking annoying.
I think he's funny.
I mean, he's funny, but his voice is so fucking. It's that nasally, whiny voice.
Yeah.
It annoyed the piss out of me this whole movie.
My next movie is going to be Goon, and he's also in that, and he's even more annoying.
Now,
in
wait,
that.
do you want to see if Al wants to come on and review that with us?
I would actually like that.
Being Canadian and
yeah,
all?
I would totally be down for that.
I'll message him.
Because of all that, I got to give it a 3 beer movie.
It's fair. Okay. So I got 3, you got 3, and 1 for Trey?
Yeah, it comes out to 2.3 repeating, which is middle of the road.
A little better
than middle of the road. So that feels about right.
I mean, it tracks as far as the ratings went as well. So except for the Google users, but I think that's because when you have critics compared to just everyday people. Everyday people are more forgiving.
That's fair.
Top 5. Does this touch your top 5?
Absolutely not.
Hang
Come
on.
on.
You got to tell me what's my number 5?
You've got Boondock Saints is number 1, Mail Order Brides is number 2, Tombstone is number 3, Drunk Stone Brilliant Dead is number 4, and Sandlot is number 5.
Yeah, it's number 5.
You want to do number 5?
Yep.
Wow, you're kicking Sandlot?
Wow.
That's
Our number
impressive.
2 most downloaded episode now, by the way.
Yeah, the Eagles jumped
The
it
Eagles
this week.
has taken the top spot as our most downloaded episode of all time.
I want to know how many of those people actually get to that and then just fucking ditch the episode.
Like 15 minutes in, they're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
These
once
guys
they're
are stupid.
once they're like, oh wait, and this isn't really the fucking CD.
Doesn't matter. We still get the download.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just curious as to how many people just get turned off when it's not
I don't know.
that.
For whatever reason, or at least maybe because we're not paying for it, our hosting place does not give me those type of metrics. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't even know how long you have to listen for it to count as a download. Or if you just hit download and never even listen to it.
I think once you just download it,
it's a download. Yeah. So, all righty. Well, that was fun. So Tucker, you're next. Do you have any idea what you're going to be doing for your choice?
I got a couple of ideas, but I will let y'all know later this week.
Okay. So it will be a mystery for everyone out there listening, which we do appreciate. If you want to find us anywhere else, you can find us on the web at theguysreview.simplecast.com. You can email me anything, and I will read it poorly at theguysreviewpod at gmail.com, Instagram at theguysreviewpod, Twitter at @the_guysreview. Remember to like the tweet at the top of the page. I will throw you in our chat group, and you can DM with us. It's kind of fun. Otherwise, please subscribe, rate, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, everyone subscribe. Please subscribe to us.
Especially you foreigners that don't speak English well.
I would love to hear from someone who doesn't speak English well. Nope.
We have Marcus.
Well, I mean, they can zoom in. I'll let anyone zoom in and join us. I don't give a shit. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast from. Thanks again. On behalf of Trey and Tucker, this is Steven for The Guys Review.
See you next week.